What's up, gang? Happy Friday. So I wanted to jump on with you guys and tell you how I lost about 4 pounds this week. And I'm going to tell you the reason is probably going to shock you. If you're catching this on the replay, my name is Amanda Nybert. I'm a registered dietitian with a passion for health and wellness. And my goal is to provide you with relevant nutritional strategies to help you stay on track or get back on track with your weight loss. So I'm not you know how much I hate the scale is basically what I'm trying to say. And I use the scale as more of a metric of kind of where I'm falling based on my activities. I just went on vacation. So I do typically take a quick assessment before I go on vacation and when I come back off vacation, just to see kind of what kind of damage I did. I always say the type of weight that you gain on vacation, it's typically not fat gain. It's not fat that you have actually increased. It's inflammation. It's fluid, volume. It's alcohol, cocktails, gluten, dairy, all of those things. So that's a whole nother chat. But I wanted to talk to you guys because I experienced a very interesting thing over the past week. And I actually hear this a lot from my clients. And it gives you a mixed message with regards to weight loss. So I went on vacation, lived my best life. I came home and I've kind of been dealing with this Kentucky crud is what I call it. Lots of just sinus issues, allergies, congestion, kind of bronchitis and stuff. So I haven't been able to work out this week. I was just trying to listen to my body, give it the rest it needed, not overstress, not shoot my cortisol through the roof. And so basically I haven't done any type of workouts, like none. I've barely even gotten like 3,000 steps a day, since, last Saturday. So almost a week. And this morning I jumped on the scale for the first time in a couple of days since I got home from vacation and stuff. And I noticed I was down 4 pounds. Like the number on the scale, I was like, whoa, I haven't seen that number in quite a long time. And so it got me thinking, you know why I lost 4 pounds this week? It's probably muscle. Yes. I think people don't realize that muscle atrophy happens very quickly. The old notion of use it or lose it is the truth. Okay. And I hear this a lot from my clients is that they will be working out and they're addicted to the scale. So they're constantly, jumping on the scale every week and the scale's not moving. And sometimes it actually increases because, we'll talk about that. And so they're frustrated. They're like, why is this happening? And then maybe they take a week off and they stop exercising. And what happens? The scale goes down. That's how it goes, okay? Because we can lose muscle very quickly. Muscle atrophy actually happens within 72 hours of reduced use, okay? So very quickly, within the first couple of days, you're gonna start to break down muscle. Now, here's the deal. That feels really good. Like I'm looking at the scale and I'm like, ooh, I really like that number. But that number and that muscle loss is going to backfire on my long-term success majorly. And here's why. Remember, muscle is the foundation of your metabolism. The reason why one of the reasons, okay, not the reason, but one of the big reasons why our metabolism reduces as we get older is because we lose muscle. Okay. And it's that muscle loss that really reduces our metabolism. I've been doing a lot of research, a lot of continuing education about this whole protein, what's enough, what's too much, and this whole kind of like muscle issue. And the more I'm reading, actually, as you get older, your protein needs increase to actually help you maintain your muscle level. So I thought that was really interesting. And so anytime that you reduce your muscle mass, you're reducing your metabolism. So this week, it looks really good on the scale. But if I don't get my butt back in the gym and I don't recoup that muscle loss, then I'm going to take a metabolic hit. And it's going to be a lot harder for me to maintain my current health, weight, whatever that is, with the way I was eating for the past, 6 months. if I don't maintain that proper muscle mass. So this is just another really good reason why the scale sucks. I mean, give me a thumbs up or heart if you finally realize that the scale sucks. It is not an indicator of your progress. Because here's the deal. I actually got on the scale and I actually expected it to be 8 pounds more because I don't feel good. I feel super fluffy. I feel that muscle atrophy because I haven't been able to work out. I've been nursing a cold. I feel like my clothes don't fit well, but woohoo, a number on the scale looks awesome. And that's why I really encourage my clients, and I encourage you to stop using the scale as your only dictator of success, okay? You gotta look at the big picture because you're so much more than a number is basically what it comes down to. I'm constantly encouraging my clients, hey, what size do you wanna wear? I think that that's what we should focus on. What clothing size do you feel like you're gonna feel your best in? Let's focus on that because here's the deal. Maybe you want to be an 8, okay? And maybe the last time you were an 8, you weighed 150 pounds. And right now you weigh 180 pounds. Your thought process is that in order to get into an 8, you've got to weigh 150 pounds, right? That's what you think, that you're never going to get into an 8 until you reach that number. But that's not true. And I see it over and over and over with my clients that they find themselves as we focus on leaning out, losing inches, building muscle, building your metabolism, that you actually get into an 8 at 165, not 150, okay? And so that's why you've got to realize that, you cannot dictate what your goal is based solely on the scale. Here's the other thing. As we get older, it's just much harder to get to those really tiny numbers. It just doesn't happen, okay? When we're 20 years old, we're super lean. Like if you did your percent body fat when you were, 18, 20, 25, by default, you're going to probably be lean, especially if you were fitting into, especially if you were really light, like you weighed 110 pounds, 120 pounds, whatever. I promise you, your body composition was much different then. As we get older, remember, we lose muscle mass. So you may be able to get to 120, but your body composition is not going to be the same when you get there. So that's what I'm saying. Like you can maybe potentially get as lean as you were when you weighed 120, but the scale may say 130, 135. Okay. So am I happy that I lost 4 pounds this week? No, I'm not. I do not want to lose muscle. I work really hard for my metabolism. You people out there eating 1,200 calories a day, I don't know how you do it. Like I cannot sustain. That's not sustainable for me. So I've worked really hard to really build muscle mass in order to be able to eat more, So I exercise because I want to eat more. I don't want to starve myself, okay? I enjoy food. I want all the food. I like to have my, caloric intake between 16 and 2,000. And if I continue to lose muscle mass, I'm not going to be able to do that. So I want to know what questions that you have regarding this type of weight loss, muscle mass versus fat loss. It's really important that you kind of understand these concepts. And that's why I'm constantly, on my clients, like, are you getting adequate protein to support adequate muscle mass? Okay. And as you grow more muscle, you need more protein. Now, again, I'm not an advocate of a high protein diet. And I'm always surprised that, when we set up my clients' macros, we use a very conservative protein number if we do not have your lean muscle mass. If we have your lean muscle mass, we know exactly how much protein you need. But I'm always surprised at how many people can't hit that very tiny number. And that is an issue. So, you've got to be making sure that you're supporting your nutritional intake to produce that high metabolism. So if you have questions about that, ask those in the comments below. I'd love to hear your feedback and your story with regards to the scale and an experience that you've seen like that. So I got my workout in today. trust me, I'm sure everybody was looking at me like, dang, that girl is struggling. Because I could feel it. Like, I did not have the mojo. I did not have the endurance, just from 1 week off to really power through that workout. But I'm glad, I feel so much better. So I'm excited about that. I'm going to be working out tomorrow. So I anticipate the scale is going to increase next week, and is it going to be because I ate bad or because I, didn't exercise or I over-exercised? No, it's just going to be because I'm rebuilding that muscle that I lost. I want it back. And I know that concept can be a little confusing. So, all right. Great job, guys. It's Friday. I encourage you to stay on track on the weekends. Let me tell you, the weekends sabotage so many people. One way that I will use the scale for some of my clients are those weekend warriors. If you find that you're like dialed in Monday through Friday, and then Friday night through Sunday, you're a little bit off your rocker, you may consider weighing Friday morning and Monday morning and see how much weight did you lose from Monday to Friday, and then how much weight did you lose or gain from Friday to Monday. Are the weekends setting you back? Are the weekends preventing you from reaching your goal? I don't know. I sometimes am a weekend warrior. I got to be careful with that. All right, guys, have an amazing weekend. I can't wait to see your comments, and we'll talk soon. Bye.